Okay, so before you guys listen to this, in the podcast, I use a different hashtag than what I have labeled on the screen. If you're going to tweet at us for podcast-related tweets or suggestions, questions, whatever it may be, just go ahead and use the hashtag BanditPod. There was a much longer one in the video. We talk about it a little bit, but I decided after the fact, just use hashtag BanditPod to tweet at us or Instagram, whatever you want to do. And I also just want to real quick apologize for the quality of the audio. I mean, it's not the worst, but I mean, it's not the greatest. We'll work on it. It is what it is. Anyways, go ahead and enjoy the video. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bandit. What is it called? Bandit Song Podcast. I'm Cody.
Nice intro, bro. Nice. I'm Justin.
And it's a different podcast from DMVE Studios because
those guys sucked.
Yeah. Because we were doing it at first. I was trying to make it too professional and too, I don't know. But this is going to be more of a laid back thing, and I'm going to try to actually do it every week. Me and Justin. So Justin's and I's podcast that we're going to try to have guests on, and like Aiden, Austin, and other people from DMVE, and some voice actors too as well. But I just want to name it something different because I mean everything's fucking named DMVE on the channel, so I just want to do that. But anyways, yeah, we're here doing a podcast 1. And anyways, yeah, we're just gonna fucking get going. Help me out, bro.
Yeah, dog's biting the fuck out of your hand, bro, the whole time you're doing the intro.
We're here at my apartment, and I got if you guys follow me on social media, you'll see that I got a pug like a few months ago, and he's just fucking around right now. So you might hear him in the background. Who cares?
Throw him off the balcony, bro.
Yeah. But anyways, we're sitting here. I'm going to bring this up first because I'm hungry.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, Justin and I were just playing games, and I was telling him I was eating hummus, and he said, what was your opinion on hummus?
I don't think I had an opinion on hummus. I don't think I've ever had it, but like it doesn't look appetizing.
Okay, I thought you said you didn't like the texture of it. Go on. Get your chew, bud.
No, but I was saying I didn't really dig the idea of it, maybe, I guess.
The old Egyptians used to eat it.
Bro, okay.
That's the only thing I knew about hummus.
They probably ate dirt too, bro. So we're going to pop open Cheez-Its, which might be blasphemous.
We got Cheez-Its
some
and
pita bread.
Yeah. I stopped by the store before the podcast because...
Did you buy these fresh? The Cheez-Its?
No, I bought those the other day. You can tell. The pita bread is roasted garlic, and you can tell it smells like roasted garlic.
Ooh, that smells good, bro.
But we have is Sabra.
The red pepper kind.
I just realized we just banged around on the table a lot. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing that. We'll try not to do that so much. I just realized we were touching everything. I'm sure we'll be fine touching stuff like on the table, but
it's got to stand, right? We're not just
it does, but it's still like when it vibrates through. I don't know. We'll see during the fucking thing. But I got Sabra hummus, which it's not like anything. I don't know. It's a gourmet hummus that I don't know about. I don't know.
It's just like store hummus, bro. It's
yeah, but I know this isn't gourmet, but it's name brand. It's the popular brand. You get other off-brand shit, but I've never tried it because it doesn't look very good.
Just like that fucking cottage cheese from what was that place? Tillamook. Tillamook. Was it cottage cheese? Cream cheese.
Yeah, fucking.
You complained about it on Twitter.
I have to explain that. A while back, I started getting for breakfast some bagels. I started getting into bagels, but you usually put on bagels as cream cheese and what have you. And so I went to the store and I got. I was going with Philadelphia for a while, and I wanted to try Tillamook because they had some different flavor that sounded good, and I tried it, and the shit was fucking awful. It was I couldn't spread it at all. It was fucking just not a good time. Anyways, on Twitter, an ad for Tillamook came up, and I just had to tell him my business. I tell him how I feel.
And they're winning our Tillamook sponsorship.
Yeah, and then they messaged back saying, sorry, can you please DM us? But I'm not doing that because fuck them. Anyways.
They said, sorry, can you please get a fucking line?
Justin's about to try hummus for the first time. Go ahead, bro.
I'm fucking get this red stuff too. Ooh.
It's like a bean dip almost. You got to think of it like bean dip. It's like that consistency.
That's just beans, bro.
Yeah. It has like the thickness of bean dip, like refried beans or something.
The red thing is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, has an interesting taste. It's kind of bitter.
This is an ASMR podcast where you just listen to us eat.
Yeah. I am chewing with my mouth closed, but comment if you want me to not.
I had stuff I want to talk about. All went over my head.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so let's. You want to talk about why I almost didn't get here today?
Yeah, you said you were almost falling asleep.
No, yeah. Well, good job spoiling it, but no. So fucking story starts at 1 a.m. last night. After I got off playing games with you, I played that Fallout 1 because I got Fallout 1 recently.
Right.
And I played that till like 1 a.m. Then I was like, I'm tired. And I forgot that I was getting up at fucking 6 in the morning to go play golf with my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was beat tired for that. And also the day before that, I got up at 6 in the morning to go play golf with my dad.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know you were golfing.
No, yeah, I haven't played in a while, but me and my dad like to go sometimes. But yeah, I haven't done anything like sport related in like
last time,
maybe like a couple years.
The last time I touched a golf club, I lived in my first house in Queen Creek.
Yeah, bro.
My dad had some in the garage, and I was just swinging around, having a good time, bro. For an hour or two at least.
Mm-hmm.
My hands, I looked at my hands. My skin was peeled off.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
It was fucking awful.
So, the day before today, I got 2 blisters. One on my palm, right below my middle finger, on my left hand, and on my actual middle finger, like on the right side of it, I guess, because I'm looking at it. But they were pretty bad.
And then they like, how big is size-wise?
The one on my middle finger is not that big. Maybe like not big at all. You see it.
Oh, it's smaller than a penny.
Yeah. But the one on my thing, like there, you could see.
Oh, yeah, it's about. I don't know what the size of that is.
Yeah,
it's the size of a pea.
Yeah, probably like a pea. Yeah, it's they're not bad, but like shit still hurts. So I got those because I wasn't wearing gloves. Well, I was wearing a glove on my right hand, but not my left.
You still get blisters when you use gloves?
Less so. Yeah.
I was wondering.
But yeah, so this morning I got up and I went golfing. And even though I had a glove on both my hands this time, it fucking hurt like a bitch to swing with my left. Mm-hmm. And I took it off. I can show you a picture, but I took it off, and this blister right here, like fire engine red.
Ouch.
Yeah, bro. Fucking. So after I got done with that, I was like, "Fuck, I'm tired." So I went to sleep. I took a nap from when we got back at like 9 to until I heard my mom knocking on my door, asking me if I wanted a taco. And I was like, no, just save one for me for later. Mm-hmm. And
were you asleep?
Yeah, I was asleep. And that later, it like triggered something in my brain. And I was like, fuck, I'm probably missing this shit with Cody right now. And I checked my phone, it's 3:45, bro.
Oh, shit, yeah. Bro.
So
damn, he was supposed to be here at 4. Yeah. He lives about 15 minutes away.
So that's why I was almost not here.
You don't seem tired. You seem like your usual self.
Bro, I'll tell you on the drive, I was like this, bro. I had my eyes like all the way closed.
There's some days on the way to work in the morning when I'm real fucking tired, and it's dangerous. Like it's like drunk, mm-hmm. It's like as bad as drunk driving, I'm sure. Yeah. You can barely open your eyes.
I was like, I do not want to be fucking awake right now. Mm-hmm. I was having a good ass nap.
Over the weekend, we brought Flint, which is my name of my dog. We brought him. He's a small guy. He's even pretty small for a pug. Pugs are small dogs, but he's like more of a slimmer guy. And he's only like 5 months old, if that. Anyways, brought her over to my girlfriend's house, and she has like 4 or 5 big, huge dogs, and they're all kind of young as well, but they're big, especially compared to him. And they had I almost said a canine unit. Fucking.
Yeah, you got arrested.
They had what the fuck is a canine unit dogs? German Shepherd. Yeah, they had German Shepherds. And they had one German Shepherd, and he was the biggest one there, and he's the youngest out of them as well. And he was running around all over the place. Anyways, Flint was trying to play with him out back and have a good time or whatever. He's still kind of like scared of him. And anyways, that dog, it's not the dog's fault at all. The dog ran straight into him, bro.
Just fucking
right into him
across the yard.
I mean, he was right in front of me on the cement there, and it must have hit his eye or something because it was heartbreaking, bro. On the floor there, he was screaming and like whining and in circles and on the ground there, all while these huge dogs were sniffing around, pushing him around with his head, bro. My heart dropped out of my fucking chest. I picked him up so quick, and he was like a baby. He was like whining on my shoulder there, and his eye was all shut because he must have got a hit or something.
Yeah,
but it was.
I'm not surprised, but he got something.
Oh, he's got to give him a chew thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's the thing with pugs. I think I told you that. You know,
big ass eyes.
Well, you know how PewDiePie's his fawn colored pug has one eye. Mm-hmm. It's because pugs, I guess, because they're huge eyes or whatever, they get injured easy, and if they get infected, they have to get an eye removed. Damn, bro. Yeah. So I'm always super cautious about his eyes, like with disciplining him and all that. I mean, he's small. I don't fucking hit him hard at all, but like if he's like buying something, you want to try not to like smack at their head or face or whatever because his eyes are his face. Yeah, bro. He's smacking his eyes.
Bug-eyed, bro. I'm gonna try one of these cheeses in there.
It's good. It's real good. Okay. Let us know in the comments if you guys like hummus or have tried hummus.
Shout out to hummus. It's pretty good.
That's right. Shout out to the Egyptians.
Did they invent it? Is that what
I think so. I remember learning about hummus. That's the first time I heard about hummus. I didn't realize people ate it today. Like when I found out people were eating hummus, like my parents were eating hummus one day, I was like, oh my God, that's ancient.
Bro, ancient food. Did you hear about that fucking jar of Egyptian honey that was still edible? Mm-mm. There was like, they found like in like one of the tombs or something like that. They found like a jar of honey from like all the way back then, and it was still like you could still eat it.
Wow. Does honey ferment?
No, honey is like one of the things that doesn't spoil. It doesn't have a lot of oxygen in it because it's so dense. But yeah, it was still edible, but I don't think they let anybody eat it.
I was listening to another podcast actually, and they mentioned that they said, just run over this very briefly so I don't have a lot of information on it, but they said that people are like companies are pulling bottles of wine out of the Titanic that you can drink. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's super neat. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's weird because people die down in the boat, you know? You're selling
haunted wine, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. How much do you think one of those would go for? Like,
bro, a bunch. Are you serious?
Have to be. Let's look it up real quick.
Fucking a lot, because you gotta dive your ass down there and find
wine. I don't even fucking like wine. Any wine I've tried, not a fan.
Go on. I think it's a little too bitter most of the time. But yeah, you gotta dive down there. One, you gotta find where it is and find one that's intact inside the ship. You know, they probably sell for a fucking bit.
Titanic wine.
To fill empty space, here's me chewing. No, I'm just kidding.
Is wine from the Titanic still drinkable? I'm sure it is. Like, I don't think wine goes bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
it can like over ferment, but like I think, right?
I don't know. I'm sure it can where it becomes gross.
Yeah, well, it becomes just like nasty.
Yeah.
But I mean, people usually like to like leave their alcohol for like tons of years. It's like that the champagne I had on my birthday.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell that real good. I think that's the coolest thing. I feel like it's a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
My parents didn't do it for me, but so Justin had his 21st like a couple of weeks ago. It was May 23rd was his 21st birthday, and it's the coolest thing. So his parents bought a bottle of champagne. Was it an expensive bottle of champagne at the time?
Yeah, it was like $100 in 1999 money. So I looked it up now, and those are going for like $200 to $300.
Okay, so it doubled in price about. Anyways, his parents, when he was born, bought in 1999 a pretty expensive bottle of champagne. It wasn't like thousands of dollars, but it was like he said $100. And on his 21st birthday, it was pretty much everyone had a sip.
Yeah, we popped it open and we all had a drink of it.
Yeah, everyone. There were so much people there that everyone had like a shot of champagne.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was super good though. It was really good. I haven't drank a lot of champagne, but that was smooth.
Yeah, I poured myself a little extra.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And Paige gave me hers because
does she like drinking and crowds?
She likes wine and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
But as far as does she drink outside of her home?
Not really. No, that's like the first time she's ever done that.
So I can't see anything. Gingerbread champagne from the Titanic.
I bet you're lying to me. I bet there's no champagne in the Titanic or nothing.
I bet there is. All fish drink it. They're drunk.
I mean, how lucky would that have been to like survive like the ship like breaking in half and shit if the movie's accurate. I don't know if it fucking is.
It did break in half.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It broke in half. It went like this. Audience, try to listen to my hands. So it went like this.
And, yeah.
And then it went like
the front half went under and the top half went over. Or fucking, I can't explain that. But yeah, and then to survive the pressure too, and like the collision with the ground on the ocean floor.
The thing is, though, some of the wine probably, the room was probably filled with water when it was going down in the first place, you know. Mm-hmm. So again, the pressure, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure how that works with a pressurized bottle of wine. I think
it probably could survive. I don't know. I'm not
sure. Yeah,
I'm not no wine scientist, bro.
So I just opened this webpage and there's way too much words on it. And it's like, there's no pictures. I need pictures,
bro.
Anyways, I happened to see a price tag here. I'm gonna read this sentence or two. The Hyde Sykes. It looks like gout, but there's a little thing on the U. Is that gout? Goat? G-O-U-T? Little thing above the U.
I guess so. Yeah.
Goot. Okay, go sit down.
Goot
champagne. American champagne of the 1907 vintage, which was on board, was just in the right conditions, being stored in. I think this is broken English. Somebody who doesn't speak English is writing this, but being stored in temperatures of around 3 to 4 degrees Celsius. A reason it was worth a whopping $275,000. That's a big old price tag.
Imagine being that stupid, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if you're rich, that's a collector's item right there. $275,000. Your parents couldn't get that for your birthday. But that makes sense though, because that water's cold as shit, and plus they're down on the seafloor. Like it was perfectly preserved. I wonder, being that cold, it's practically frozen, right? Although it's alcohol, 3 to 4 degrees Celsius.
It wouldn't freeze around there, but it's pretty close to.
Having it be that cold, does that slow the fermenting process? You think, like where it doesn't age as much as it would age?
I don't know what temperatures fucking yeast is good at, or whatever it is that ferments alcohol. I don't know if it's yeast. I think it's something else. But I think they ferment more around like room temperature, I feel.
Yeah, I would think so. So I wonder if that if it wasn't stored in the bottom of the fucking ocean, if it would be worth more, you know?
Just, you mean like more proof?
Yeah, more proof. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Fucking, let me run the calculations.
How long do you think we should record for? About an hour? Close to an hour?
Bro, you gotta cut this out now.
We're at 20 minutes right now.
Yeah,
Just under.
You had stuff to talk about.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
just like a gauge. But I know what I want this episode to be about, so that way I get people to watch it.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
Just title it that.
Now
you to come us for like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, now people are gonna watch it because it's Jack Cole.
Bro.
So let me go to Twitter. Earlier today, while I was at work, I went on Twitter and YouTube, and I kind of put out there, "Hey, me and Justin are recording a podcast. Use this hashtag." Which, if you guys want to tweet at us, anything, I want the community to be like a part of this podcast. I want them to have like input and all this kind of shit. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But like, you give us feedback on what you would like to see in a podcast from us. If you wanted us to do different things, even if like stupid games or whatever, I don't know what they would be, but use the hashtag. I almost said DMVE podcast. Use hashtag Bandits Song Pod.
That's long.
It's no longer a DMVE podcast.
BSP.
That's too short, bro. I'm sure it's being used by something else. But it's Bandits Song Podcast is no fuck.
Good, bro.
It's hashtag Bandits Song Pod. So BANDITSSONGPOD. I might make a second Twitter account for if people. There's something. If you guys want a separate Twitter account where I post only on Twitter for podcast things on that podcast account, or you guys are just wanting on the DMV thing, because I don't post enough there anyway, so I might just do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You said you got like one guy respond?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you. I posted though, I said, hey, let us know what if you guys want to hear us talk about anything or any questions. I put that on DMVE's Twitter and our YouTube page. So, go to DMVE Studios. Dope Studios, not what I wanted.
We could talk about our new podcast setup while you're doing that.
It's awful.
We're sitting at Cody's kitchen table.
Dining table.
Dining table. I guess it isn't in the kitchen, so fine. But do you want to say why this is better as opposed to the last podcast setup that we had?
Okay, so yeah, before, I'm sure you guys knew, we probably mentioned it in the previous podcast, but it was me sitting in my bedroom at my parents' house, Justin sitting in his bedroom at his parents' house, and then Austin sitting in his bedroom at his parents' house. And I would just have them send me the recordings, and I would put it together. And the first episode, I tried to actually shoot it in GTA, where it was like we were on a set and all this, but that took way too long. So for this first video, I think it's just going to be, I'm just going to have like an image. I might make a Bandit song logo or something.
Be an image of some fucking hummus, bro.
But in time, in the next couple of weeks or something, I'm going to have me and Justin, we'll go in, what I want to do is go in GTA and record for like a minute or something like that of us sitting at some sort of set, and I'll have that loop through the video. But to make it interesting, I could edit little Easter eggs in there for stuff we talk about. Like I could edit a fucking thing of hummus and put it on a table or something, you know? Just stupid stuff like that. I think that'll be kind of fun, so that way there's still a visual. But anyways, I'm on Twitter right now. I'm going to go to the things people have said on that thing. Somebody said, I don't know how to say his name, Zintks. It's ZITKS, and then his there's an extra one on that. I don't know how to say your name, guy, but anyways, he said, what do you think he said, bro?
Bro, you just gave me his name. He said, when's Jack Cole? When Mason Cole coming out, bro?
He said, what happened to the movies?
Yeah. Okay.
I said, nothing. Things just take a bit of time, which is true. That's where we go into our main topic here is the next Jack Cole project, which I'm sure a lot of you know was teased in the previous movie, The Studio, at the very end. Which that was just a rough imagination of what I want to do. It's kind of changed as far as the visual goes. There's no story on the teaser or anything like that, but I'm still imagining in my head where I want it to go. I'm almost to the point where I can start storyboarding. And the different thing I'm going to do with this one is it's actually going to be an episodic thing. It's not going to be a movie. It's going to be, I want to say, at least 5 episodes or something. Maybe
max, bro.
What?
Now you got to meet that.
Yeah.
Bring it to episode 4.
4 to 5 episodes.
No more.
I'm going to say each episode be maybe 10 to 20 minutes long. Some shorter, some longer. But I think I always wanted to do the last project is Jack Cole. I wanted it to be like the final draft of Jack Cole kind of thing. Where all the movies we've done before, it was like rough drafts where I'm learning each thing I'm doing in those movies. And I kind of did that with the studio. It was like, okay, I know I had to do everything. Like I can make it really, really good and all that. But with Jack Cole, I want to go back and give why the only reason people started liking us is because Jack Cole. So I think give them like the best version and have it spread out over time. That way it kind of lasts a little bit. But I actually just looked. So Nova, which he's a pretty prominent guy on Twitter. He comments a lot. He says, #Bandits Song Pod. Do you guys have any projects regarding Jack Cole or anything? I just answered that.
Yeah, bro. Why you didn't read it?
I don't know. I didn't read it until I started reading it. That's why. But as far as other projects, another thing. Another one.
Yeah.
I feel that if I did the Jack Cole movies on PS4 again, it would just be. I couldn't take it a step further than I want to take it. I kind of use what I can use in stock GTA already, as far as locations and animations and all that bullshit. So I think the next thing for me to do is to actually do mods, which people, from day one,
you should do mods.
Yeah, which I love people always saying, like, I can't believe you didn't use mods, like, because how impressed they were by it. But I have to use mods. I don't have to, but I'm going to use mods. I'm going to buy myself a good enough laptop to run GTA and some mods, and I'll try to work with the mods. I've never worked with gaming PCs at all, let alone mods.
It's gonna be fun, bro.
The closest I got was mods in the Skyrim PS4 version.
Because they made that really easy.
It's really easy. You just click download and it's there. You know. But with this, it's. I don't know. I'm gonna try to learn. If you guys have any tips for me as far as using mods for filming, and if I could, because when I was looking at mods for GTA, like the other night, people were talking about. Like you get banned really easy because you're using mods online, you just get banned. But how do people do it then? I want you guys to tell me that. How do people do that? I know there's private servers and all that, but I feel like you have to like pay for access for all that kind of stuff.
Maybe just like single player or whatever.
But that's the thing. People film with other people. Like if I was going to film with Austin because he has a gaming desktop. But anyways, if you guys have any tips for using mods for filming machinimas on GTA, please let me know if you have any educational videos to show me. If you have a textbook on it,
bro, send me the PDF.
But I know that's the big exciting news I have for you guys today is I'm gonna have.
I thought it was that I was gonna eat hummus.
That too.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun having a more natural movie like or show Jack Cole. It's going to be more adult as well. I'm not going to get into that, but it's more violent. More some sexual themes is what I'm planning on there. Anywho, let me know what you guys think about that. The Jack Cole mods in a TV show format. But anyways, that's the big news I had. I don't know if you have anything to add to that or not, but
no, just I'm excited to go back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking drop the cheese.
I don't think he saw that.
Yeah, he didn't. Nobody else say anything?
No. I'll go check YouTube.
They respond on YouTube too? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't think anybody really responded, but I'll check it.
No, but the cheese is pretty good. I think I prefer the pita garlic roasted thing, though.
I prefer the cheeses.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You've been eating more of the pita bread, man.
Yeah, because I've been eating so much cheese with hummus for so long. It's kind of nice to change it up.
Mm.
As far as gaming stuff and all that kind of stuff, I moved into an apartment and it's really hard to have a setup to film, record gameplay and all that. So, I mean, we have been playing games and all that, but I wish I could record it, but we're not in a situation where we can. That's what I was going to talk to you about as well. So also at Justin's birthday, his parents, lovely parents, they're great folks. They paid for us to go karting, and it's actual go karts. So you're going fucking fast as shit in these goddamn things.
I didn't think we'd go as fast as we did.
I got some beef about go karts,
bro. Is this some shit you've been saving up to say to me?
No, it's not your fault whatsoever. It's just like I'm just mad at the situation.
All right, go ahead.
So I am not a professional racer by any means at all. Am I a professional racer? I have not raced before in my entire life in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But I have. Sounds stupid. I played a lot of racing games. I know a lot of racing, and I played a lot of racing sims as well, like Project Cars with a gaming wheel. I kind of know. I know not education. I like the
legit racing.
I know the legit racing as far as how to like take your corners and have a feel for the car and know what the car can do. And so when I got in there, they have a couple. The first laps, what do you call those? The practice
warm-ups or whatever, yeah.
You have like a warm-up. It was like a lap and a half for warm-up.
Just one. You do one?
Depending on where you started in the lineup. Yeah. But for me, it was always 1.5. But so you got about a lap of warm-up where it's all electronic, which is kind of neat. It's like a video game in that sense where they limit everyone's speed so you can't go very fast for the first warm-up. You're just getting a feel for the car, going around the thing, just letting everyone get out of the pits. So anyways, after a couple laps of having a feel for the car and the track and what the car can do and all that, I was like, all right, here I fucking go.
Yeah.
And I fucking ripped ass, bro. I was fucking passing people left and right. I was going fucking nice. No, you thought I shit my pants?
I was like, bro, you just shit yourself?
Poor choice of words. Poor choice. Ow, go on. But I fucking took off, bro. I was hauling, I was passing people and all this.
I was super surprised when I first started going fast.
Yeah. I was like, I know what this car can do. I was fucking turning. I was having such a blast, bro. And then the fucking refs, bro, at every fucking corner, they got their signs out, use brakes, they're pointing at me. I'm like, fuck off. I'm having fun. Like, I understand for safety reasons and their equipment. They don't want their equipment to get damaged and all that. So the rest of the race, I was like Nico. Nico was his friend that went with us. He's a heavy set guy. And he was going like 5 miles an hour around the entire track.
I asked him what happened after the first race, and he's like, bro, I've been in 2 car accidents. I'm just trying to save for some stupid shit like that.
He was kind of like scared a little bit, which I don't blame him. I've never been in a car accident myself, but from what I've heard, people are like scarred from it. And
but he consistently got last place, which is rough for him.
But yeah, so I was just like, I wasn't going as slow as him, but I was just following the rules, I was using brakes when I needed to before, but I was making sure they saw me use my brakes. And I was just like, well, I'm just going to chill along and just drive around or whatever. But that was my big gripe with it. I mean, I had fun, but that was just, everyone started fucking passing me. I was like, have fun, guys. But it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do that. And sadly, Aiden came with us.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if you guys know Aiden all that well. He's been in a couple stuff, some gameplay live stuff we've done. But he's Austin's brother. He's 15. He's just got his permit over the weekend, actually, that we're recording this.
Oh yeah.
But he came with us for the party part because he wasn't allowed to race because he had to be 16 or have a license of some sort. He could have had his permit, his learning permit, but
or the funnier thing.
Oh yeah,
there's a special rule at this raceway. Because I wanted Aiden to race with us. So I was calling him up. I was like, is there any way we can get him to race with us? He's 15, doesn't have his permit yet. Is there any way we can get him to race with us? And the girl on the phone is like, yeah, there is a way. And I was like, oh, yeah, nice. And it was like, you got to buy him into a junior race, which is one for 15 and under kids. And if he beats the time trial on that, what are you doing?
Nowhere. Anyways, go
Just
ahead.
fucking silence your phone. And so, okay, where was I? Fucking. So we got to buy him into a junior race, which. And if he beats the time trial in the junior race, he can qualify to do an adult race. But I didn't feel like buying him into a junior race and taking the chance that he might not fucking...
Well, just doing so much because...
And also, yeah, and plus the races were pretty expensive per person.
When we got there, it was all adult races until we were done, and then there was a junior race.
Yeah, it's because what happened was we were supposed to arrive 20 minutes earlier, and I didn't fucking realize that. So we get there, and I'm like, oh, we're here for this race. And she's like, oh, it's already been called.
No, you're not.
And I was like, damn, shit. I thought I was about to lose my, spot or like get a refund, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, no, but I'll just push you back a couple races. The way that this thing worked,
we got pushed back like 5 minutes, and we were ready to race. I didn't get any of that.
Yeah. They have races every couple of minutes, but yeah. So after that, I picked a slot that was in the day race section, which had it had a pattern like junior race, adult race, junior race. But we got pushed back into the evening section, which had a lot less junior races to do. That's why we didn't really see many of those, except for at the end when we were about to leave. Remember that?
Yeah, these fucking kids cannot make this. It's a U corner. I don't know what the term is for.
Like
but it's a turn. It's a U turn pretty much. It's like a legit shape of a U. You have to turn really sharp and go slow. And these kids, I don't know if they couldn't turn it all the way or they went too fast or what, but they just kept going on the wall, every single one of them.
Yeah, and then he didn't know how to back up, and then there was a pylon, and somebody had to come rip him out of the corner just for him to do it again the next lap.
Yeah.
But I hope that kid had fun.
Go on, you shithead.
Oh, bro, don't call him that. Animal abuse.
But yeah, that was I've been wanting to tell you that. I kept forgetting to bring it up just to talk about it. But anyways, yeah, I had fun.
Yep. No, I'm glad. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Aiden had to fucking sit. So he was actually on that U-turn corner. There's a big, huge window where you can sit out in the arcade area. And he was sitting there on his phone the whole time, his head down. Yeah. Every time I passed him, felt so bad. But he came to hang out with us at Justin's house and whatnot. I had a good time. Well, we'll have to get him on the next couple episodes.
Oh, and speaking of people we have to get on, bro, Austin. We got a bone to pick with him, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not going to say exactly what it is because he's probably going to watch this. But if you guys watch probably the next episode, hopefully the next episode, if not the one after that, we're going to have Austin on as a guest, our first guest, which only seems right because he was on the original podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have a bone to pick with that man for something that happened over a year ago, maybe over 2 years. I don't remember.
But, I think so, 2.
Yeah. I kept forgetting to talk to him about it. So when not a perfect time then on a podcast. So it's not a big, huge thing at all, but just something to fucking...
It is something to talk about.
Something to get mad at him over.
Here, do you want to give him a hint? Something to do with his job. There you go.
Yeah, I know we're going to get that anyway.
Well, he works at O'Reilly's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll get some guests on here and there. Kind of spice things up and all that. Also, how much time are we at here? Almost at 40 minutes. We'll probably cut it around 45 if we're...
That'd be nice. Yeah. It's not like we're not like mad at him.
No,
like just for anybody who thinks that. But at least I'm not.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Before I forget, we're not in anybody of
What?
Trying to think of the word.
What are you trying to say?
We're not anybody who we don't have a huge following. We don't have like a big the fucking community say or whatever. But I feel like it needs to be mentioned or whatever. But the whole Black Lives Matter thing. If you guys can't do anything, do something. We can't do anything. We're not big. But as far as what the least we can do is just spread the word, which I'm sure everyone listening to this has heard of. Yeah, the Black Lives Matter.
Barely heard the word.
Yeah. But I feel like having some sort of a following and people who watch this, I feel like it does put a responsibility on anybody who has a following and people listen to them. But I feel like I just need to mention that for Black Lives Matter. If you can do something or spread the word, do so. Anyways, moving on.
Now you can name this the hashtag BLM podcast.
No, name it Jackal, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't have anything to say.
Talk about Flint, bro.
This fucking dog keeps biting my hand.
No, bro. Talk about nice things. People like when you talk about the nice things.
He's a cute dog. I've never seen a dog get more attention for in my life, bro. Anywhere I bring him.
Oh, he needs all attention?
No, I'm just saying people give him attention. They stop what they're doing and they go, could I pet your dog and all that?
He's a little puppy, bro. That's why.
He's a cutie pie. And plus, pugs are like, they're different looking dogs. You know, like they stand out more.
Yeah.
They catch attention. And he's I'll have to post a picture of him on the channel. On the Twitter account. That way, if you guys are listening, you can see what he looks like if you don't follow me on regular social media.
You just, for this podcast, you could just have like a 144p JPEG of him, bro.
Hey, go on, get your fucking ball or something, bud.
But you've been recently buying him those, what are they, bark boxes? You almost hit that fucking base, bro. Throwing that ball.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard of Bark Box. It's like Loot Crate. Oh my God, I keep burping. It's like a Loot Crate, which, you know, you pay a monthly subscription, you get a box full of like, whether it's nerdy shit, there's other companies that do like some cool manly shit, or there's stuff for girls for like makeup and whatever shit.
This one for dogs.
Whatever girls
there you go.
But yeah, this one is called Bark Box. That's for dogs, and you could put in your dog's breed, his age, his weight, and I don't know about his weight, but you put in like the
his
size
IQ.
of him. His IQ, you put in social security number, mother's maiden name. But anyways, it comes with a couple bags of treats. It comes with a chew and a couple toys, and it's all themed stuff. It's pretty neat. But yeah, I got that for him, and he's over here biting my hand still.
No, he's not.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say. As far as I could think of.
Hummus good, bro. I like it.
Hummus is good, man. It's like a healthy. It feels like it's healthy. Is hummus healthy?
I don't know what's in it, bro. Beans. Is it just beans?
I think it's bone marrow from Egyptians.
What?
Cooked chickpeas.
What the fuck's a chickpea?
Water, tahini.
Huh?
Ground sesame. That's what it is. Soybean oil. This one has red bell pepper in it, garlic, salt, citric acid, potassium, sorbate.
Sorbet?
It's sorbate. It's not sorbet.
Oh. It's like fucking ice cream in there? Isn't that what sorbet is? What the fuck's sorbet?
Yeah, sorbet. Yeah. But, I mean, it seems healthy from what's in it.
Check the calorie count. It says non-GMO verified healthy, therefore healthy. Because we all know GMO is bad. I'm just kidding, by the way.
I didn't say anything about calories.
I'm not anti-vax.
Amount per serving. Calories 70. I don't know what the serving is. What the fuck?
What does this read the serving size?
It didn't say.
It should.
Servings. Oh, serving size is 2 tablespoons. We've ate more than that.
Yeah, we ate almost this whole container.
Yeah, it's a small container. I tried to find the bigger one, but they didn't have this flavor, which I like this flavor. It's red bell pepper. It has like some salsa in it, but I can't help but feel this is coming to an end.
Yeah? Do you think so?
I don't know what else to talk about.
We talked about games we just got recently. You got that, you're jumping on semi-trucks. What was that game?
Oh, yeah. So Aiden, he told me about this deal on, it's an older game. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, called Cluster Truck. It's like a first person. It looks like a mobile game, but it's a 3D landscape. You're in first person. You're jumping on these semi-trucks, like box trucks pretty much, that are driving, and you're supposed to jump on them until you get to the end of, like, it's like a race. All these trucks are racing, and you're trying to jump and survive the race. It's a lot of fun just to fuck around. I'm not really into games like that as far as playing them over and over again, but it's fun. You got nothing to do. You just want to kill like 10 minutes.
It's like a mobile game.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you?
I did.
I wasn't listening to you.
We're wasting their time now.
Bro. Anyway.
We have actually recently got back into doing cop RP stuff on GTA. I'd love to record it, but like I said, if you guys want to see that, pay $100 right now.
No, don't tell them to do that, bro.
Go to my PayPal, donate $100 if you guys want to see.
I recently got Fallout 1 and 2. I bought the collection of them, 1, 2, and Tactics on Steam, and I thought it wouldn't run very well. I know it's an old ass game, but I thought it wouldn't run very well because I have like a Windows 7 computer from like.
You said 2007 last. You said.
Yeah, probably something like that. Like I've had this computer for like a long ass time. And I thought it wouldn't run well, so I've been like staving off buying it because I was just like, well, fuck it, it's Steam. Like if I get a better computer later,
you'll have it. Still.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. That's been fun. Some shit that pissed me off, fucking about that Windows 7 computer. I was in the middle of playing that, right? Mm-hmm. And fucking it freezes, right? And I'm like, oh no, the game froze. Nah. Fucking come up, it closes out to my desktop, and I'm like, oh shit, it crashed. It didn't just freeze, it crashed. And then it closed out Steam, and I'm like, what the fuck is my computer doing? And then it pops up, Windows needs to update. And then it said logging off, shutting down. And I was like, bro, I didn't even fucking save yet for like an hour of gameplay. Piss me the fuck off.
Logging off, shutting down, a Windows maintenance guy walks into your room, takes
bro. It was dumb as hell. I was like, what the fuck? Why did it just close out everything that I had open? And it just fucking, Windows needs to update. Like, what do you need to fucking update? And, yeah. That reminded me of that one video of that guy who was screaming at a Windows 10 update on his computer. That he couldn't skip or whatever, and he was like rendering something or something like that.
If I seen it, I might remember, but at this moment I can't recall.
Yeah. Yeah, but that reminded me of that. That pissed me off. So I decided I wasn't gonna play for like, because I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna fucking get off. Because I didn't feel like, at that moment, I didn't feel like working my way all the way back up to fucking, like, doing that. But yeah.
I played, you lent me Star Wars game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I played it since we talked about it last.
You gotta mention what it's called, bro. Star Wars game. What Star Wars
game? Playing Lego Star Wars. No, Justin lent me Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
There you go.
It's got the kid from Shameless in it, the gay one. Anyways, I'm playing that. It's a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd have that much fun on it. It's the first kind of game I played as far as that style of combat and gameplay, like Dark Soulsy. A lot of fun. I still need to finish it. I want to finish it. Like, I don't care about the story whatsoever. I just want to finish it just to fucking finish it. Like, I just want to be like done with it. Because playing it is like, God, I got to do this fucking shit. I got to go over here. The biggest annoyance in that is you come to like a crossways in the world. And you're like, okay, this is obviously like an elevator that goes somewhere. And this is just outside real quick. Then you're sitting there. Okay, if I go to this one, is it just going to go to the next story place and I can get back to there to where I just was? And what if the other place was like somewhere I could go explore just for a little bit? And it's just like I don't know what one to choose. I don't know what one's the way I should go, like for the story, and what one I could just go just to fuck around for a little bit, you know? That's my biggest annoyance with it. Because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go walk into this room real quick. Oh, I'm fucking flying up into the air now, like on this in this elevator. I was gonna go look at this room after this, but I can't do that anymore. That's my biggest annoyance.
You can always revisit later.
I know, but I fucking time is of the essence. I found the little looks like a Pokemon on the first world you go to explore.
And he climbs in your ship.
Yeah. I was looking around for him. It said go look in your ship to find him. I was looking all around. He's under the little map thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's a fun game. I want to finish that. I'm really big into Cyberpunk 2077. The hype has revisited me.
Yeah, bro. Customize your PP.
Mm-hmm. But I can't wait for that. I hope it's good. I'm sure it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm sure everyone's overhyping it.
Yeah, probably just a little bit.
I saw on Reddit. I went to the Cyberpunk Reddit, and somebody had mentioned that a lot of people are overhyping the shit out of this game. Like I saw this one tweet.
Yeah, just because it had Keanu Reeves in it, bro.
Well, is that just because they've been working on it so long, and every time they talk about it, it's like this huge thing that they're revealing, and it's really not that big of a thing. But it's going to be a cool game for sure. I saw this tweet where it was around the time the customizable genitalia of the game. It was in the news. And some fucking guy tweeted CD Projekt Red, which is the developers of the game. Yeah. And he was like, is the game going to have sex scenes where you can switch positions and do all this kind of thing? He wanted to elaborate on what he can do. And
what the hell?
CD Projekt Red just replied something like,
chill out, bro.
Yeah, it was something like that. Something just really short and just stupid like that. But there's people out there who think this game is going to be like a simulation where you go in there, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you can do anything. That's what people thought when I was younger, in elementary school. There's this kid, I don't know his name. I can't remember anything about him other than this story he was telling me. And he was telling me it was GTA 4. It was like, it wasn't even out yet, I don't think. And I was a young guy. He was like a grade 2 older than I was, and we were riding on the bus, and he would always tell me like, oh yeah, I'm playing an early copy of GTA 4 and all this, and I believed him because I'm a fucking little kid. I don't know any better. And he's telling me like, oh, you could do all this, you could go build a house anywhere you want, you could fucking do all this kind of shit. And I was just like, oh my god, the vision I had of GTA 4 was like what people want the fucking Cyberpunk to be, and let alone GTA 4 was fucking not that great.
I didn't like GTA 4 at all.
It was the first GTA game I got to own and play, so I enjoyed it for what it was.
I think I was too young. Like, all I would do is I'd just hop in there and fuck around, and I would never do the story missions and shit. Maybe, like, I can revisit it, but I don't feel like it.
Did your parents ever... Were they strict about what games you could play? Like, age?
I don't think so. No.
My parents kind of were. So I had this neighborhood kid in my first house. I was like 10 or less years old. But it's the same title for these both things I'm going to say. I don't know why. No relation. But the same guy, he lent me Scarface so I could play it. Not play it, watch it. And I got to watch I think that's the first movie I saw titties in. Anyways, I got to watch Scarface. And he also lent me the Scarface video game, which is... From what I remember, it's like GTA. It was very similar to GTA from what I remember. I played that. I remember my parents found out that I had the Scarface game. They got me in trouble and all that bullshit, and I couldn't play it anymore. No, bro. But my parents were kind of like that at the start. But then after a while, they're like, whatever.
I remember fucking... my mom would drop me off at my grandma and grandpa's sometimes. And my older cousin would be there. And he'd just be playing GTA San Andreas. And I was like young. And he'd just be like, all right, here you go. And like just hand me the controller, bro. He put on like the jetpack cheat and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When, same age as well. Curtis Schindler, which is my old childhood friend from childhood. But he's actually the inspiration for the name of the villain in the last Jack Cole movie, Curtis. But anyways, he lived right across the street from me when we were young, and he had an Xbox and he had San Andreas on it, and I would always play that with him. That was the only 2-player GTA game. It wasn't split screen though, which is really stupid. It was just like a fucking like Mario, like it's like the one like you're together.
Oh,
I guess Lego Star Wars.
Like fucking Lego Star Wars, bro. I think Lego Star Wars is the first game I ever played.
Really?
Yeah, the first one. The one with the way they did the Phantom Menace and those 3.
Okay.
That's the first game I probably ever played.
Wow. First game I ever played. I think it got to be Rayman. Remember Rayman?
Yeah.
Or Spyro, the Purple Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Spyro 3 or something. That's the first one I played. But the first game I ever beat was Red Dead 1. Yeah.
I beat the fuck out of Star Wars, bro.
Yeah. I played Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. I think it was like all of them together. Or it was like the last 3 episodes or whatever that I played. Because I remember, I think it had like Han Solo and all that in it. So it wasn't the first 3.
Oh, yeah.
Lego Star Wars 2, wasn't it? What it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I was at summer camp and I had a PSP. And this kid, I don't know if he was rich or something, but he had a bunch of fucking PSP games. I was like, yo, can I borrow that Lego Star Wars? I never gave it back. Remember those PSP things? They're a little disc and a little case?
Yeah.
That's so weird, man.
Bro, PSP was ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
It for real was. Like, because now you got the Switch, and that's essentially just a fucking PSP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The PlayStation Vita was... You know what the Vita is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had the Vita as well. The Vita was...
Was what, bro?
How to explain it? It just wasn't... I don't know, because compare the Vita to the Switch, it's like the same thing, isn't it? Maybe it's just the games that were on. I think it's the... It's
also just Nintendo. People.
Yeah, so it's like standard is what it is. And the Switch came out, and it's always been those same kind of handheld games as far as like the DS and all that, and the Game Boy. It's always like the same arcade games. But I think the thing with the Vita and the PSP, why they didn't do so well, is because they're trying to be a handheld console rather than a handheld just like Game Boy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They try to put huge games on it, like fucking.
Wasn't GTA on one of those?
I think so.
Yeah. Like I feel like that wouldn't work very well.
I know, like the PlayStation Vita had an Uncharted game on it. It's an Uncharted game you'll probably never play. I never finished it because it was fucking awful. I couldn't play it because the Vita, it wasn't the same. I wanted to play with a controller and have the controller, PlayStation graphics and all that. But instead, it was a handheld shitty graphics thing, and it was hard to control with all the little tiny buttons and all that. I think that's why the PSP and the PlayStation didn't do well, because they were trying to be.
They were trying to adapt games for home consoles. I think
they were ahead of its time as well, because the technology is not quite there.
Yeah,
but for the Switch with the Link game, what the fuck? Zelda.
Yeah.
The Zelda, whatever.
I think it's like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. It's the gameplay, and I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be realistic, which that's how they get away with it, because it's kind of arcadey looking. But from what I can understand with that, the technology's there now. So I think, you're right with the PSP and the PlayStation Vita. They were ahead of its time for sure.
Yeah.
But actually, speaking of PlayStation, there's a PlayStation 5 video they're supposed to put out on the 11th.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, probably gonna reveal it and all that.
Bro.
But so they showed the reveal video, it was the controller, you remember the white and...
Yeah, I like that controller.
I think it looks neat.
It looks really cool, but people are like...
The video showed it was a black version of it.
Oh.
So I'm assuming they're all going to launch with black versions, or they'll have two versions of it.
It'll be like white PS4 or white PS5, white controller, or like black PS4.
It's going to be whites versus blacks, PlayStation.
No, stop, bro.
So on the 11th, which is in 2 days, they'll have some sort of review.
Yeah, I'm going to get that PS5 money from that lawsuit. Google. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Fucking people suing Google because apparently they track your incognito mode shit.
Really?
Yeah. And if you used incognito mode since June 2016 or something like that, you get $5,000.
Bro.
You could be you could get $5,000.
I used it.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. I'm about to get that.
Welcome,
that's my
fucking
PS5 movie, bro. That's my PS5 money. No, fucking. Just give him one of his chew things, bro. Here, look.
I don't got it by me.
Yeah, it's right here under the table. No, but shit, I hope they win that because they're like, people are saying, oh, they won't win it. People are saying, oh, they will.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Google, they have a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 5 billion total or something like that.
Wow.
Which is why you can get $5,000 per individual person.
Yeah.
Which,
how do you prove you've used incognito during that time if you don't have any
if they're
history?
tracking your Google account?
Yeah, they'd have Google have to give that information out. Yeah. Which I'm sure they're not going to want to. It's going to be something where unless you come out and like argue for it, you're not going to get it probably.
No, because I think it's like, I hope, I don't know. Maybe it's too idealistic, but I hoped that it'd just be like on like an IRS website or maybe even like a Google website.
Kind of like the Trump money where he gave everyone like a couple, like 1,000.
Yeah. Where like you just type in your Google account and they go and see if they tracked you and they just give you the money. Because then I'd be going on every one of my Google accounts.
I feel like in a perfect world, that's how it'd be, but I feel like it's like you got to claim. It's like those commercials where it's like,
oh yeah, if you have mesothelioma,
you have a deadline to reach the
I'll be in that deadline. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah.
$5,000 for freezies for looking at porn, bro.
That happened to Austin's parents. I won't get into what his medicine was for or anything, but anyways, Austin took some medicine where it caused something to happen, and nothing like big or drastic or anything like that. But and so his parents found out like, oh, we could sue to get money to help fix whatever happened to him. I mean, Austin's fine; he's like a normal guy. Like he's not like deformed or anything. Not saying what it is. People are gonna imagine
it's a minor side effect.
Yeah. But his parents went to go sue and they like missed the debt cut off for like a week or something.
Oh, that sucks.
Which is, it's stupid. Like, yeah. I mean, I guess because then like 10 years down the road, somebody's gonna be like, oh, I did that too. And then they have to like, there has to be a cutoff somewhere. But,
no, but I'm watching that, bro. As soon as, if they win that, bro, I'm on that.
Man, let me know, man. Shit.
Fucking, I can't wait.
I mean, I think that's a good place to stop. We're at a minute. Yeah. I mean, we're at a minute and.
Okay. Let's review. Hummus good.
Oh my god,
bro. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm fucking sore as shit. Like my fucking arm's sore. Yeah. No, from like golfing yesterday and today, and like I took a nap. So like after you sleep, like you get sore. My fucking whole arm's sore. Like both my arms, my fucking legs, my back, bro. Like my twisting side to side. Oh shit, twisting side to side fucking hurts.
Do you think that feels good?
What do you mean?
The soreness?
I just said it hurt, bro. It fucking hurts.
For me, because I mean, I always tried to like keep a steady workout going. But recently, I watched this TV show where the fucking main character was shredded and he looked so fucking good looking. He was a good looking guy.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, fucking shit, guy. God. The damn dog keeps biting me hard as hell.
He's got little needle teeth. He's at that puppy stage where he's got like tiny little teeth that hurt, bro.
But anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to a workout. I'm not gonna miss more than one day to help my muscles like recover or whatever. But and since then I've been sore every other day, and it feels good because I guess you didn't mean for the soreness to happen, but for me, like I'm trying to make the soreness happen because when I get sore, that means like okay, my muscles are getting torn and they're gonna repair.
Yeah, so I guess.
It's good,
bro.
But
I woke up this morning at 6, bro, and I was like, I can't get out of bed. I tried to move my arms, bro, and I was like, they're dead, bro. I can't move them. But yeah, along with the review, what else should we talk about? Titanic wine expensive.
Yeah.
PS5 coming out in 2 days. PS5 trailer or whatever the fuck it was.
What's a good title,
bro?
Jack Cole, like bro. Having Jack Cole in the title, or how expensive is is wine for the Titanic?
How expensive is Titanic hummus?
Can you still drink?
Combine some shit, bro.
Or can you still drink wine from the Titanic? Something that people get click on. You guys could hear us trying to clickbait you right now.
Yeah. Trying to game the system. Yeah, I think that
because our viewers, they're more Jack Cole.
Yeah. Can Jack Cole still drink wine from the Titanic?
God, it's such a long time.
I know, right?
But maybe.
Can Jack Cole still eat hummus and wine from the Titanic? Jack Cole has candlelit dinner with wine from the Titanic and hummus from fucking Fry's. I don't know, bro. Some shit like that. That'd
Jack,
be funny.
The next Jack Cole project plus... No, that's too long of a title. I just gonna do fucking some bullshit, bro.
Jack Cole project plus hummus, bro. Plus hummus and wine. That's not too long.
How about I make a stupid thumbnail that has Jack Cole on it?
There you go.
I'm drinking wine for Titanic, bro. I'll make what you described as some bullshit.
Like him sitting at a fucking candlelit dinner. He's got hummus. He's got wine. What else do we talk about? Shit, bro. He got golf club in the background.
Anyways, that's episode 1 for the Bandit Song podcast. I'm gonna start. So one day I'm gonna start introing it like a radio show.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How's that? Go ahead, give us your
like the 98 KUPD here. It's like the rock station. So there's a rock station here in the valley in Arizona. Their radio digits or whatever, they're 97.9, and their jingle, if you would, it goes like 98 KUPD. That's where I get the voice from. That
I know. You told me about that.
Yeah, but anyways, that's what it's 98 KUPD, even like some like grungy voice like that. But I'm not gonna fucking intro it like that. But I'm gonna intro like a fucking radio talk show. I think that'd be cool.
Give us one. I
can't think of one. I gotta sit on it, bro. I gotta come up with a perfect one.
Okay. All right. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, bye. I'm Cody Ayers.
I'm Justin Case, and this has been Hummus Cast.
Yes, it has. If you guys want to follow on Twitter, it's at DMVE Studios or at Cody DMVE. Justin, do you want us to say anything about your stuff or no? Justin doesn't go on social media, so don't bother. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.